Okay, hello everyone. Thank you for joining me for this stream. And this one's gonna be a little bit different, just because before I start playing Ninja Gaiden Sigma, the trailer for Persona 3 Reload, Meet the Seas trailer, it came out like very late last night, and I have been trying my best not to see anything, but Unfortunately, I've seen some screenshots here and there of just stuff from the trailer, and specifically I saw how all of C's look with like their new gear, which for a lot of them it matches their attitude and like their who they are perfectly. Like yes, especially on Junpei's, I really like his look that he has for P3 Reload. But there's something different I'm trying, which is just which later on is gonna go up on YouTube as a reaction. Because and the only reason I want to do this is because when I played through Persona 5 for the first time, I was surprised how much I ended up really liking the game and falling for it. And when I beat it, I think 2 more times after. Then I got Royal. I beat that once. Got Strikers. Almost done with that. Not done, but almost done with that. Finished the dancing game, and then after that, sometime after, they announced the Persona 3 Portable and the Persona 4 Golden re-releases for the latest consoles and on PC, and I got those. And I finished Persona 3 Portable some months ago. Still haven't played Persona 4 Golden. I'm excited to go through it. But either way, and I played through P3 Portable. I had a great time. You could see the start because Persona 3 Portable was the start of how the next Persona games would work in terms of gameplay and like the rules that they would follow. Seeing the start of that was a great experience, and I really liked the majority of the characters, but I think for a lot of people, I'm with a lot of people, and where probably Aigis was the best character in the game, just because of her story and what she has to go through. But of course, every other character has their own arc, which is also great. But either way, overall, because I actually ended up, I love the Persona franchise, at least from 5 and 3. I assume I'm gonna end up loving 4 also, because a lot of people even say that Persona 4 Golden is their favorite, so I'm more excited for that. But because of this remake or redone version of Persona 3 in Reload, I want to capture this for not mainly for myself, so I can look back sometime later and see just how excited I am for this game, and I assume for the possible Persona 4 Golden, redo or remake or remaster, like they did for Reload. I'm assuming they're gonna do that, and then at some point Persona 1 and 2. Well, yeah, but that is the reason why I want to do this reaction. Actually, no, I'll stop myself right there, and then right now I'll watch the trailer, and then once I go through it one time, then I'll just talk about a little bit more. But one thing I do want to say confidently is that I am very excited for the new voice actors that they got for these characters, mainly because the voice actor that two of the voice actors that they got, the one for the main character, Makoto, they have I have it written down right here. They have Aleks Lee, who I have grown to really like and appreciate, especially on Twitter, because he's a really funny guy. Because he's the voice for Luke in Street Fighter 6, and he took the responsibility of promoting the hell out of Street Fighter 6, just because he wanted to. Like Capcom didn't tell him hey, we need you to keep promoting Street Fighter 6 as well as Luke to a new generation of players. No, he did it himself just because he wanted to, and he has been having a really fun time doing it. And every time he posts stuff he posts stuff on Twitter, like it's always fun to see. So sir, I've been a fan of yours for a few years now, and I think it started when you voiced Gamma 1 in Dragon Ball Super, which then leads to the other voice actor I'm really excited to hear as Junpei, which is Zeno Robinson. Like I think like everyone, I thought he stole the show when he voiced Gamma 2 in Dragon Ball Superhero. Like he was fantastic. I loved Gamma 2, and then when I went to check on just like what other people he's voiced, I was surprised to learn that he voices Cyborg in Young Justice. I think it's season 3 and 4, or just in season 3, because I know Cyborg is more involved in one of the seasons. I assume it's the third one. I had no idea that he voices Cyborg in Young Justice, which is awesome because I love Cyborg. And that he also voiced Heat Blast from Ben 10 Ultimate Alien. When I saw that, I'm like, oh, what? That's cool. Just because I really like that character when he showed up sporadically in Ultimate Alien, and to accompany his friend Alex Lee, he also voices a character in Street Fighter 6, which is DJ. And I think for years now, both Alex Lee and Zeno Robinson, for many projects, they hire usually the both of them if they need like best friends working together. Like it's usually them two, and they even know it, and they have their own fun with it, which is really fun to see, or really great to see. But with all that said, let's go and start with the trailer. Also, it's my first time doing this, so I apologize beforehand and not knowing what exactly like what to do properly or how to talk about things. I'm just nervous.
It's the good memories that stay with you and gets people through their struggles. But it's also the mistakes you made that haunt you forever. I'm the one who chose to join you back then. I didn't know what I was capable of.
Okay.
That's all there is to it.
At least luckily, this is already better just because it's not the PSP version.
I don't have the luxury of doing anything else.
We are the Specialized Extracurricular Execution Squad. The shadows are getting stronger. We need to destroy the Dark Hour itself.
Let's head into Tartarus and try out our new equipment.
I love their battle gear design.
Experience.
Oh, Junpei's got your back.
We expected as much.
Zeno is Junpei.
Persona abilities can be dangerous, depending on how they're used.
What is that?
I want to use this power.
Like a special attack?
Live my own life. Take this seriously. I never noticed you could see the stars so clearly up here.
Oh, it's gonna take me a while to get used to that Ken voice.
Right?
When that happens, I just go do something fun and forget about it.
It sounds interesting. Don't tell me you've forgotten your promise.
Go on.
Is that the same voice?
Entire world.
Nothing's gonna end. Not if we have anything to say about it. Your reason for fighting. Huh.
Oh no, Shinji.
So damn scared.
You're only scared because you're choosing not to run away. I want a purpose, and to have others I
And that's
care
how they.
about.
That's the effect when they use the
I came all
personas.
this way.
Very stylistic, and I
Do
love it.
forget about us. I'll remind you.
Let's make sure this chapter of our
Who's
lives
that?
ends on a happy.
February 2nd. Woo! Also, the cover for this is beautiful, and I love the new S.E.E.S logo emblem on them. On Xbox and every other system, I think. I don't know what that is. What the hell? Okay, so yeah, very easily already visually, like everyone, I'm sure everyone's gonna say it looks awesome, beautiful. I agree. But the main thing that sucks is that there are only some moments where I could hear the new voice actors. So that kind of sucks just because I think some of them are like 1 or 2 seconds. But I was able to hear Ken. It's gonna take me some time to get used to the new Ken, just because I know very much how he sounds like already from Portable, and as I mentioned before, I only beat it like a few months ago. it's gonna take me a bit. And sometimes, like throughout the trailer, I couldn't tell if it was Alex Lee talking or Alejandro Saab, who is the voice actor for Akihiko, and the voice he has for him, like his normal voice, he sounds pretty deep, and so does Alex Lee. So when both of those characters are talking in the beginning, it's gonna take me a bit to until I can fully know like who's talking, like who's the character that's talking, just because they both have deep voices. Okay, let's go back.
It's the good memories that stay with you and gets people through their struggles. But it's also the mistakes you made that haunt you forever. I'm the one who chose to join you back then.
Where's Shinji?
I didn't know what I was capable of. That's all there is to it. I gotta use what time I have left to set things straight.
Okay, I think that is Shinji.
I don't have the luxury of doing anything
considering
else.
How they show Akihiko and Mitsuru.
We are the Specialized Extracurricular Execution Squad. The shadows are getting stronger. We need to destroy the Dark Hour itself.
Let's head into Tartarus and try out our new equipment.
Yeah, nothing beats getting actual combat experience.
Okay, so at some point they actually get this gear, and it's not just them. As soon as they go enter Tartarus for the first time that they have this gear, apparently they're gonna get it at some point. It's like, ooh, interesting. Which also kind of makes sense. Considering that Fuka is with them, and I'm assuming that Fuka is the one that helped them design their gear just because she is like the really. She is a really smart and tech savvy one in the group. Even though in P3 Portable, she uses her tech skills at one part in the game when she tries to help Yukari discovers some hidden documents or stuff from Mitsuru's company. But then after that, Fuka's tech skills are never brought up again. Like at all, which really sucks, just because like that was one of her things, but like you don't see it again. So I'm hoping that they're gonna give more light to Fuka in terms of like let her show off her skills as the tech person. And I do love, like I mentioned before, Junpei. I love his look specifically, just like without the coat and the big belt for his big sword. Like, yeah, that looks great. Akihiko, of course, with the gloves. Makoto, main guy. It's just a school uniform with the new S.E.E.S thing. Looks good. Yukari with a coat on. Good. Or good. It looks good. Like, I don't know what else to say. For Fuka, I like the coat thing. I don't know if she always had that or it's some. Actually, no, she didn't always have that. Like, there's an actual like coat over her. That's good. And Mitsuru looks like she's in like battle mode, kind of like Akihiko. We're just like, we know what to do. We've been doing this for a while now. Let's just handle this. Like they got their game face on. Sorry, they got their game face on.
Oh, Junpei's got your back.
We expected as much, but don't be careless.
Persona abilities can be dangerous.
I wonder what this is specifically. It looks like a new gameplay thing, or maybe like a special attack or something. Or is this like, or will we be able to try and tell our personas that we have under our control, like, hey, you guys try to convince these enemy personas to join us. Like, is that gonna be a thing? I don't know. It's just random guessing just because of this random new thing.
Depending on how they're used.
I want to use
or special attack, or it could be just a special attack because that enemy that we're fighting is a boss. So obviously we can't recruit them, so it's got to be like a special attack of some kind.
Help me live my own life. Take this seriously. I never noticed you could see the stars so clearly up here.
Knowing the truth isn't everything, right?
When that happens, I just go do something fun and forget about it.
It sounds interesting. Don't tell me you forgot your promise.
Is it gonna be the same Igor?
Go on.
Also, is that the same Pharaohs? Like, is that still Yuri Bernthal? I don't know if it's a B or something else for his last name, but the original voice actor for Makoto and Pharaohs, is he still gonna voice Pharaohs? Because I think that was him. It sounded like him, at least.
Destroyed the entire world.
Nothing's gonna end. Not if we have anything to say about it. Your reason for fighting. Huh.
Man, I was so damn scared.
You're only scared because you're choosing not to run away. I want a purpose, and to have others I care about. That's why I came all this way.
Even if you do forget about us, I'll remind you.
Let's make sure this chapter of our lives ends on a happy note.
Oh, okay. So that female that was like hiding, I'm like, who is that? Because it can't be Chidori, because she doesn't look like Chidori. But then when I saw Fuka, I'm like, okay, I know where this is.
I'll remind you.
Okay, yeah. This is when we're helping Fuka, who I think ends up trapped in Tartarus, and some of the girls that were bullying her were stuck there, or like they were possessed. They were possessed by one of the evil shadow bosses, and this is where Fuka unlocks her persona ability. And if I'm correct, this girl hiding behind Fuka is the one that ends up befriending Fuka after this.
Let's make sure this chapter of our lives ends on a happy note.
So that was cool. So visually, obviously, it looks beautiful. That's the power of a remake or remaster, whatever this is. And of course, if you play through Persona 5, any of Persona 5, you can easily see the stuff that the developers learned in terms of style for Persona 5. They easily did the same thing here for Persona 3. In terms of the menu, when the persona attacks, as we saw with the dog, I forget his name, and I guess when they use their persona abilities, there's like the flash behind them, and then it shows their persona attacking. Like all that just very easy, just like flashbacks of Persona 5 and Royal. And I'm mainly just happy that this game is still very much stylized, and maybe even a little bit more stylized. But in order for me to know for sure, I have to go through the game, and I'm going to happily spend over 100 hours going through this again. I did it once. I'm gonna do it again. And so I did want to also say, I'm also excited, just besides Aleks Lee and Zeno Robinson for the voice actors, I'm also excited to hear Alejandro Saab. Just because the only time I actually heard him as a voice actor and one of the projects he's done is that he voices Shallot in Dragon Ball Legends, the app game. Like, he voices him, and in that story for Shallot, I really like his story in that. And without even knowing, he also has a YouTube channel where he does English versions of different anime openings, and the channel's called We W.E.B. And I've been listening to many of his songs for years now, and I had no idea that he was like Alejandro or Shala. I did not know for many years until at some point I just discovered it, or just found out about that. And he's also now, I think, a full-time, or he's a VTuber now and his avatar or character is Sayu, which is I have seen some highlight some highlights of his stream as well as clips, and he's a really funny guy. Also, I am very curious to hear more of Aegis's voice actress, which is Dawn M. Bennett, and I'm more curious to hear her interpretation of, or her version of Aegis. At once I learned that she voices Kale from Dragon Ball Super, and I give her a bunch of credit for voicing Kale just because she goes through, she screams a lot in Dragon Ball Super specifically, because especially during her transformations. I'm not gonna spoil it, but during Kale's transformations, like she's gonna have to voice her like as best as she could and as hard as she could, because man, that's a lot of effort to voice Kale when she transforms. And also voices Kefla, the fusion of Caulifla and Kale, which is also another fantastic role. And she voices Charlotte Smoothie in One Piece. Like, oh wow, that's a cool discovery. That's something new. I was about to say that's it, but no. There is another trailer that I wanted to see. I assume these two are the exact same. This looks, yeah, also the exact same. Because of my fandom for Persona, and because of my fandom for, for Persona, I came across, this YouTube channel, Foz, who posts whatever he can that's specifically Persona news. He's usually the first one that puts, he or she is usually the first one that puts up the clips for new trailers, for screenshots, for links of the next Persona project. Like he or she is on it. And so I assume that there's some other there's some other trailers or clips that this person was able to get. So I want to see those and see what else they revealed for Persona 3 Reload. Sorry, and apparently this is like kind of like a small music video, like new Persona 3 Reload battle theme. Oh, sorry, battle theme. My bad. Sorry. Feel jazzy.
実は1日は24時間じゃない。なんて言ったら君は信じるか。あれは。
Is there an English one? I assume he would have an English one. Oh, there you go. Thank you.
Would you believe me if I said that a day consists of more than 24 hours?
That's the dark hour. A time period hidden between one day and the next.
What are you talking about? What happened
to our
Clark?
You saw them. Those creatures. We call them shadows. They only appear during the dark hour.
Yeah, Alejandro's voice for Akihiko is deep.
Shadows can only be defeated by Persona users.
It's our job to defeat them. Pretty exciting, huh?
We've prepared an evoker for you. We'd like you to lend us your strength.
Come, Persona! Let's do it.
A lot of attack. You can hear the thwacking noises. Oh, of course, that's great. Oh yeah, that was short. I was hoping it was gonna be a little bit longer. But okay, yeah, the all out attack. The idea is still there, where the whole team goes. You see just a cloud dust of them hitting the enemy, and then it ends with like similar to Joker's like final pose when they do the all out attack. They have one for Makoto, or for the main character, the MC, the main character. And as I was saying earlier, yeah, Alejandro's voice is very deep.
Than 24 hours.
That's the dark hour. A time period hidden between one day
and Allegra Clark as Mitsuru. Like she sounds almost identical
You saw them.
to the original.
We call them shadows. They only appear during the dark hour and attack anyone who roams free outside the colonies.
Shadows can only be defeated by persona users.
It's our job to defeat them. Pretty exciting, huh?
We've prepared an evoker for you. We'd like you to lend us your strength.
Come! Persona! Let's do it.
Great pose. Is there much else to say? Yeah, like I don't think so. And as I mentioned before, because this is my first time doing something like this, I need to apologize again, just for if it doesn't seem like entertaining or like how reaction videos are supposed to go, because like I don't know. I've been seeing reaction videos for years now, and I just like watch them and stuff. But the main person who I watch do them is Maximilian Dude. Just because watching his those videos from him are really fun. Especially because he is just a genuine dude. But yeah. So if this one doesn't seem that good or like that thrilling, I apologize. It's my first time doing something like this, and I think I can only do something like this if it's for something that I love or just like I just greatly appreciate. Hence, Persona, anything Persona so far. But yeah, I think that's all I have to say right now for these two. Actually, before I even say it, let me check right now. Is there anything else? Okay, the dub of the battle theme. I don't want to see the screenshots, and just because I would much prefer to see that on just in the game itself, and I don't leave it in trailers. And here it is in the Japanese. Okay, let me just see the Japanese, see if they added anything new. Okay, yeah, they have a little bit more. We saw like a little bit the menu. Okay, sorry, let me move myself. This is very much the Persona 5 like look / aesthetic for the different like attacks that the character can do. Okay, like instead of it all being red and black, it's just I think mainly just blue and white, like blue, sky blue, and white. And that looks beautiful. Okay, now I think that's it. That's really it. And again, thank you to Phase Persona or Phase Persona. However it is that your name is pronounced correctly. Thank you for being very diligent and ready to upload these videos for many of us to see. So with that said, thank you all greatly for stopping by and seeing my first reaction to something, and I'm gonna see how this goes and how I feel about doing something like this in the future. in the future and see what people think, if I should continue to do these for only specific games or not for specific games, or just don't do it at all. Which is honestly, it's fair, just because I know I'm not that entertaining or that fun to be around, just because of my major stuttering issues. But yeah, and besides this, I'm also very excited for Metaphor Fantasia. Sorry, for the new game from Atlus by the main team behind Persona 3, 4, and 5, and their new game that they announced. That one I'm crazy excited for, just because it's something very new and not Persona. So again, thank you all for stopping by for my little Persona 3 Reload discussion and my excitement for when the game comes out in only a few months. And I need to figure out a way to get that Persona 3 Reload Aegis edition, just because all of that, like, I kind of need that. I want that, honestly. Like, I can't believe I'm saying that, but I'm willing to spend $200 on that thing, and yes, it is $200, at least American. Switches over to Ninja Gaiden Sigma, and luckily during this stream, I was able to get up to 4 viewers during the whole Persona 3 Reload discussion, which is really cool. Which is really cool to see. Like, that's honestly like probably a new record for me. 4 people. So all of you that are here, thank you very much for stopping by. I greatly do appreciate it. I rarely get people in my chat, so thank you very much for your time. You don't have to respond or say anything. I just want to say thank you. I honestly appreciate it, and I assume all of you are as excited as I am for the new Persona 3 game. And if any of you want to stick around for me, as you see me frustrated with playing Ninja Gaiden Sigma, then I humbly welcome you. And if not, if you have anything better to do, that's completely fair too. Everyone has their own stuff that they gotta deal with, which is fine.